In this short but important video, we'll take a look at how to prevent slips while at work. Some of these guidelines apply to guests and team members alike, and some are specifically focused on the safety of you and your coworkers. The first guideline: go back and review the safety precautions outlined in your training materials regarding preventing harm to guests. Aside from the procedures in your training resources, here are a few important considerations. First, wear slip-resistant rubber-soled shoes. These will help prevent slips and falls. We recommend Shoes for Crews as a great resource for your work-related footwear. For the safety of everyone in the restaurant, keep the floors as clean and dry as possible. This means picking up anything that might cause a slip, from food and packaging to broken down boxes and cleaning items, as promptly as possible. Clean spills immediately, even if you weren't responsible for the spill. Be sure you locate the source of the spill and fix it, or notify a restaurant leader so they can look into it. Be especially mindful of areas that pose greater risk of slips, such as near the ice machine where the ice might drop and melt, or near fryers. If you come upon a spill, use a squeegee or a wrung-out mop to remove wet spots on the floor so the floor dries quickly. Of course, the best way to prevent slips is to clean floors correctly and on a regular basis. This prevents buildup and ensures you'll encounter fewer spills and debris that might lead to a slip or fall. Inspect the floor drains to be certain they are clear and properly draining. And check the walk-in freezer periodically to make sure there isn't any ice building up on the floor. There are a number of slip-resistant mats used inside Chick-Fil-A restaurants, and it's vital to make sure they stay in place. If you see any damage to one of the mats, report it to a restaurant leader immediately. And immediately remove any mat that may have curled corners or look torn or worn enough to be a hazard. It's sort of like being an on-the-case detective. You're always keeping an eye out for evidence of anything that might lead to risk of an injury. Slips are no fun, so it's better to prevent the circumstances that can lead to them than find you, a coworker, or a guest on the mend from an avoidable accident.